So after Jagdeep Dhankhar resigned from the post of Vice President, big developments have been emerging from top sources. According to sources, the next Vice President will be from the BJP. The upcoming Vice President is expected to be aligned with the BJP ideology. Earlier, there were in fact speculations about JDU leader and Union Minister Ramnath Thakur, as we were just bringing to you. However, sources have called those reports baseless. Ramnath Thakur's recent meeting with the BJP President JP Nadda was a routine interaction, is what's being said. There has been no discussion with the JDU leadership regarding Thakur or the Vice President's post. Meanwhile, many theories are also circulating about why Dhankhar resigned in the first place. As per sources, the government made 3 separate attempts to dissuade the Vice President from accepting the opposition's impeachment motion in the Rajya Sabha. BJP's top brass urged Dhankhar to wait, but he remained firm on his stance. A key point of contention that added to the differences was the government refusing Dhankhar's request to oversee the visit of US Vice President J.D. Vance. Another issue stemmed from Dhankhar's vehicle fleet overhaul not being accepted.
जो धनखड़ जी का रिजिग्नेशन अब किस लिए किया मुझे पता नहीं, वो अनफॉर्चुनेट। दूसरी बात, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया तेलंगाना को देना है, क्योंकि पिछले बार हमारा वेंकैया नायडू था, राष्ट्रपति बनाने के लिए चर्चा हुए, उनका अन्याय किए, वापस भेज दिए दिल्ली से, घर खाली करवा देके तेलुगु भाषा बोलने वाले को आप घर वापसी कर दिए। साउथ और खासकर तेलंगाना में जितने भी ओबीसी है सबका गल्ला काट दिए एनडीए ने।
मुझे खुद जानकारी नहीं है कि क्यों ऐसा हुआ, लेकिन ये बताया गया कि स्वास्थ्य अच्छा नहीं है। लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए कोई स्वास्थ्य देखने नहीं जा रहे हैं कि आखिर स्वास्थ्य उनका ठीक है कि नहीं है।
उन्होंने तो खुद से लिखा है कि हेल्थ इश्यूज के कारण, पर किसी के गले बात नहीं उतर रही है, क्योंकि दिन भर जिस तरह से वे उन्होंने सबसे वो मिले और पार्लियामेंट में भी आए, बल्कि इसके पहले वाले सेशन में वो हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड हो गए थे, उनके हार्ट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम था, तो उस समय तो माना जा सकता था कि अगर उस समय वो रिजाइन करते तो कोई इसको अदरवाइज नहीं लेता। बट अभी और फिर ये सेशन भी पूरा नहीं किया, इतना अधिक सीरियस भी नहीं लग रहे थे कि सेशन ही पूरा नहीं कर पाएंगे।
Now, former Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankhar's shock resignation on the first day of the Parliament's monsoon session caught everyone by surprise, with the opposition left speculating the reason behind the sudden exit. But what followed was even more shocking. Despite repeated attempts by different leaders, Jagdeep Dhankhar was unreachable. On top of that, he reportedly started packing right after his resignation was submitted. It wasn't accepted formally then. The former Vice President determinedly moves on, leaving behind unanswered questions. Let's take a look at this report.
Jagdeep Dhankhar remains in the headlines, not only for his sudden resignation, but also for his actions post his resignation. The morning after his decision to quit, the power corridors of Delhi were rife with speculation of what led to his sudden decision to retire. The former Vice President made no appearance or interaction with anyone, despite requests from leaders of all parties to meet him. Notably, Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut and Sharad Pawar were among many others who requested meetings with Dhankhar on Tuesday, but were denied by his office due to non-availability of a time slot. Nearly 36 hours later, he spoke over the phone with Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. It was a courtesy call. Sources confirmed that the leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha had inquired about Mr. Dhankhar's well-being and his health. The 74-year-old former Vice President had 2 more years left in his tenure when he resigned, citing health concerns. Though the opposition refuses to buy the excuse the veteran Jat leader expressed in his resignation letter, Dhankhar himself seems to have prepared his staff and family for retirement. Reports suggest that the former Vice President started packing his belongings right after he resigned on Monday evening. His resignation was not officially accepted at that point, but he seemed all set to vacate the Vice Presidential accommodation at the earliest. Determined to not turn back on his decision, Dhankhar moved into the newly built Vice President enclave on Church Road, close to Parliament House complex in April of last year. This VP enclave which houses both the Vice President's residence and his office, was developed as part of the Central Vista redevelopment project. After residing there for nearly 15 months, he is now entitled to a Type 7 or 8 government bungalow in the Latian zone of Delhi. The electricity and water bills of the bungalow provided to the former Vice President are also covered by the government. Jagdeep Dhankhar seems all set to move on, leaving behind loads of unanswered questions. Bureau Report, India Today.